My name's Damian, Zammit and CEO of WaterSave. Certainly proud and privileged to be here with you all. WaterSave is on a mission right now to deliver smart, affordable technology to farmers. What we want to do is we want to reduce their water and their power consumption by 20%, and we want to really support that remote management of farms and bringing some quality of life to the farm industry, where we're losing so many of the new generation. So there we go. So this is Willie. We've got to meet him over the last few months, Sam. We have been out in the field talking to the customers, getting dirty, getting the boots dirty. Still a bit of dirt on there now. So currently, he's spending $200,000 a year and about 5 to 6 hours a day irrigating his farm. As many of you know here today, but we'll state it anyway for the record, irrigation's costing farmers about 30% of their entire revenues. It's a big pain point. And water scarcity and power hikes, of course, they're continuing to drive these costs up. So the reality is now that the farmers that can actually manage this power and water consumption, or should I say the ones that can't, are probably going to fall away. It's becoming really critical in their survival. Now, the current automated systems that we've been looking at over the past 12 months, they're proprietary closed solutions, and they're really expensive for farmers to adopt, and the tech's a bit clunky for them. So it's creating some real significant barriers to entry, and we really believe that there needs to be a better solution. So what we've come up with is WaterSave. We're using a mix of gateways and sensors, a lot of which we're developing ourselves. These can be easily retrofitted onto existing solutions. So if you go and talk to a bunch of farmers, they don't want to spend another $300,000 to $400,000. They're sick of people coming in and selling them something new. They're fed up, and I don't blame them. They've been hearing it for 20 years. So we want to bring them something, we want to empower them to be able to, of course, drive this innovation as well. I see us being something like, either SpaceX or Tesla, where we can keep on developing new solutions and just give away our old technology to the people trialling us. That's my vision for the company, and take the farmers with us. But the important thing is, when we're working with these farmers and crunching the numbers and the hours, they're actually telling us that these systems are going to reduce their irrigation costs by up to 20%. The important thing is looking at the market. We've identified that we're taking our solutions to market at about 65% of the other automated systems that are currently available. So how it works is actually really simple. The gateways and sensors, they're retrofitted onto the property. Like, we get hold of some Google Maps. It's all actually very simple for us to quote and get this gear onto the property. And then, of course, that's plugged into a software platform. Farmers will then view that. If they're getting live updates, they will actually operate that remotely from anywhere in the world, and supported by extensive online support, videos, forums. So a practical example is when Willie starts his irrigation set, his end of row soil sensors will actually notify him that the valve actuators need to be closed. So the moment section of the paddock's sufficiently irrigated, the valves will then redirect the water accordingly. Willie has indicated to us this has reduced his cost by 20%. But more importantly, it's going to save him 4 to 5 hours a day. If he wants to take a day off, he's got to actually ring his dad to come in and irrigate his property, which is quite a challenge for him as a man. In addition to these savings, he just told us last week that when we get this implemented next month, he'll actually be able to drop back one person off his farm, reducing his labour cost by $50,000 a year in addition to those savings. Most importantly, we're working with farmers as well to identify fertiliser runoff, which is obviously a really topical issue with our federal government. So the technology, we're utilising LoRaWAN technology. So for the few of you in the room that don't know what that is, it's a low power wide area network. So each gateway communicates wirelessly with up to 1,000 sensors, which can be up to 15 kilometres away. Now, because of the small data packages being transmitted, battery life's up to 10 years. So a lot of the GPS stuff we're seeing now is quite short battery life, so another saving for the farmers. Most importantly, I talked about the importance for us to retrofit. We don't want to go and keep selling new solutions, so we've purposely gone out to be able to integrate our solutions with other commercial agricultural softwares such as AgriWeb and IrrigWeb. Model's also very scalable because we can add additional sensors once the gateway's on the property and they're all up and running, really easy. So I see I'm running out of time here, but most importantly, in terms of where we sit to competitors, we've got detailed information on this for investors, who they actually are. So the install is actually cheaper. We don't have the SIM card costs, the monthly SIM card costs, and we don't have the satellite connection cost as well. The important thing about this is we're not a business that just wants to sell to our customers. We actually want to partner with them. We want to empower them along the journey. So we've spent about 12 months forming partnerships with TAFE Queensland. They're rolling out IoT short courses very soon. It hasn't been announced yet, so please keep that quiet. We're also working with NBN and Activate Me. So again, talking to farmers, they love talking about their fantastic satellite NBN connection. It's a great way to win them over. So next week we're actually going to be launching at a trade show, an ag show, with NBN, launching a new solution to address these challenges for farmers. So put a lot of time into that. The team, so Daryl Lyons, who's here today, has spent years delivering large commercial contracts, managing teams of 50, 60 people. We are committed to scaling. We're ready to do this now. Matt's in the lab at the moment, working on some commercial solutions for us right now, and that was from last month. Westpac Bank, in their wisdom, identified us as a top 200 business of tomorrow. So the revenue model, I can see I'm running out of time. I was promised it's their Italian traffic lights, thanks. So we'll try and finish this. But the revenue model is going to be generated through obviously the hardware sales, but importantly we're going to enjoy those recurring revenues from the sensors. As I said, we can keep stacking other solutions as well once we've got the WaterSave solution in. Right now, we're actually enjoying a 40% gross margin, but that's without obviously the scale that we can enjoy and the buying power we can enjoy once we scale. So that's going to bring our cost of goods down very, very soon. Next week we'll confirm a region-wide rollout. We've been working for some time with the Burdekin and waiting just to confirm to sign off on a few things, but basically we'll have 70,000 hectares of irrigated sugarcane on the system, on board. And so that actual project, working with these farmers here, it's part of our acquisition and our go-to-market strategy, working with growers groups across the country. So our immediate goal right now is to focus on that area. That's our beachhead, the Burdekin, to really own 50% of that market. So currently that's, on the current pricing, that market's a $30 million market to us, which is just 3% of the Australian market. So why now? If anyone's seen the famous TED Talk by Bill Gross, he goes through all the science, I'm sure Sam's seen it, as to why startups succeed and why they fail. The number one reason he's identified that they succeed is because of timing. So right now, as you're probably aware, in 2017, AgTech investment has tripled globally. Right now, as I stand here today, LoRaWAN's being rolled out across Australia. We actually commissioned a network in Cairns a few weeks ago. We're about the 4th or 5th city in Australia, give or take, that's done that. So the time is right. We believe if we wait another year, we're going to be buying solutions from overseas, and we think we should be producing these and selling them. We want to play on the global stage. We've spent a year or more getting in hardware, playing with software from all around the world, and right now we're developing it ourselves. We want to keep on building that and delivering new solutions. We're looking for $600,000, but more importantly, we're looking for key partners. We're committed to delivering 10x returns. We want people that can help us with distribution. That's our weakness right now. So I look forward to speaking to you today. Thank you.
Thanks, Damian. We've got time for a couple of questions from the panel, but not one each, I'm sorry. We're just going a bit tight.
What happens when it breaks down? Technical support, because obviously the implications are pretty big.
Yeah, that's a great question. We've been basically working on about a 3% failure rate for technology. And I think it's probably been, no offence to Telstra, but it's been about a week since I've got an email saying I'll get free data connection for a day because the Telstra network went down. So we just need our customers to understand that that's a potential, that there can be some small failure rates with technology. What's important and what a lot of the money is for is actually managing the security. So there's a two-stage implementation process of actually the automated system, but then leaving it fully automated and not running yourself. So Matt's actually had been in security businesses for about 15, 20 years, which is why we brought him on board.
What about the sensors themselves?
Yep. In regards to?
Moisture sensing.
Yep.
Then breaking down.
Yep. So do you mean in terms of reliability?
Reliability.
Yeah, so we're having those calibrated to a national standard, those sensors. They're being used around the world currently, so I'm not sure what else we can add to that right now.
Just to on what is your IP? I guess is a short way of saying.
Yeah, great question. It's probably our capacity to, I suppose, bring this all together for the end user to make it really simple. So to be in both the integration of hardware and software.
So yeah, there's no IP, so we want to be first to market. We want to take on a partner to distribute to get that out quite rapidly and get our margins down on growth.
So you're using off-the-shelf gateways?
Yeah, we're actually building our own gateways, and we're building our own sensors. We've got some potential in some saving in solar panels. So we've actually improved what we've got off the our European partners. So we're working on that. We think there may be some patentability in that. We've actually got some field trials with that in Cairns on a sugarcane farm now. So until we see what increase in potential. So our goal is to have a sensor report every 15 minutes with a 5-year battery life. That's our goal. Currently a low power network, the definition of a sensor for that is to report once a day the last 10 years. So we've got some significant increases in battery life, our sensors.